We didn't do too well the first time. We only scored 27 points out of a possible 50. We had a couple of early blows which seemed to put us right off. So we're going to have another go, see if we can do better. I've also changed the board at the very top slightly. I've got the name of the volume, School of the South, volume 1 of being Vincent, which is the first 3 scenarios. Arles 1888, so that's kind of a new addition. Right, let's just remind ourselves of what this scenario is all about. We've arrived in Arles from Paris in January, it's March, at very end of February, beginning of March 1888. Everywhere's covered in snow. Health was suffering in Paris, mainly because of all the drinking. And we're hoping to start fresh and start a School of the South where artists can share ideas and resources and funds. We score 1 victory point for every canvas we paint and 10 victory points for a masterpiece. There are 30 canvases to paint if we can, and 2 of them are masterpieces. So let's begin. We'll put the turn marker on turn 1. Let's see what the canvases are. We've dealt the first 3 canvases out here. The rest are in the deck. We're going to flip everything over because we need to be able to see what's coming. And obviously we need to see what it is. Oh gosh, the first one is a masterpiece, look. The very first one. Now, these can be painted. These 3 or 4 can be painted in this first turn, should we have enough confidence to do it. This one here requires 3 confidence. The second one requires 2. Third one requires 1. And if we want to do a 4th one, that requires 1 as well. So already we need a lot of confidence to be able to do these three. So just to do these 3 is 3, 4, 5, 6. We start with 2, so we'd have to gain 4 somehow. So that's going to be a big ask. We've got to reveal our first event card. There will be an event card for all 8 turns because we've got 8 weeks, March and April. 1 turn per week. And let's draw our first event card. Now, 3 of the event cards will be fixed. And 1, 5 and 8 are the same every game, but the rest are randomised. And this, we have to activate a character. We have to block off the action to post canvases because the white paint will not dry in these next 8 weeks. And we immediately gain a stress because of the snow. We can't paint outside. So let's do this in order. We activate a character. These are all randomly placed out. And so I'm going to flip one over. Let's start with this one. And it's a fellow artist who lives nearby. And when we interact with him, he gives us 3 confidence, but he also gives us 1 black heart, which means we either remove a passion we've got or we gain a minus passion. And on the right hand side, those are instantaneous effects, and we immediately gain a black heart. So let's pop one of those out straight away. I'll explain what happens with those as we go along. Okay, we've got to block off the post canvases action, so we can't use it. There we go. And finally, we've got to take a stress. So our stress goes up to 4 from 3. If it goes up again, we lose a health. And this is where we suffered in the last playthrough. We immediately lost 2 health, which lost us 2 actions. So we've got to get that stress down. And I'll demonstrate a very quick way of getting that stress down. Drinking absinthe in the evening and relaxing. It costs 2 francs and we can do it any time, although we don't want to do it more than twice because it will affect our health just as much as what we're trying to stop affecting our health. So we're going to bring that stress straight down again. There we go. That's the first thing we're going to do. And let's assign our 7 action pawns. We should have 7. We've got 8. That's 1 too many. So we're definitely going to have sustenance. and we're going to pay 21 francs because it's 3 francs a day as indicated there. So we're going to pay 21. We've allocated the funds. We'll need to write to Theo to get canvases and money. I think we'll definitely write once to him and we'll ask him for money, and that will cost us 2 francs in postage. Now let's set about these paintings. We need 6 paintings and 3 actions to do those 3. This should be doable. Let's start off by allocating the actions. Okay, so we've got 2 actions left to get, in effect, 4 confidence. Well, if we interact with Christian Peterson, the artist, we're going to get 3. So that's a great start. I think we'll have to do that and take the hit on the black hearts. So that will be 5 confidence. So we can get another confidence by making a drawing, and that will also give us a red heart as well. I think we'll have to do that. So we'll make a drawing for that action there. Okay, so we've now got all 7 actions allocated. Now it's a question of rolling them out. Normally you can do them in any order, but sometimes it's beneficial to do one before the other, since one helps the other. But anyway, let's bring that one back. Pay out 21 francs, 10, oh, that's the 1, and this should be 2 10s. Yep, 2 10s. Now the effect of having 7 meals, 1 a day, means we're keeping our health up, and we gain this token here. If we do it another 2 times, we gain a health. If we don't eat a meal every day, proper meal every day, we will lose health, as we shall see. Okay, we're going to pay for the postage and write to Theo. That's 2 francs. And we don't get this, we don't get the money until next week or the end of this term. We're going to make our drawing, bring that back to there. We gain a drawing, place that there. When we have 3, we can actually post them and gain some benefits, but at the moment we can't. We do get a heart and a confidence. So that brings our confidence up to 3. Now we get a red heart, but a red heart and a black heart cancel themselves out. This is a minus 1 red heart, this black heart. So if we gain a red heart, we basically just remove that black one. So we're sort of all square. But we're going to get it back again straight away in a minute. The black heart, I mean. So now we're going to go and interact with our fellow artists. Oops, I don't want to bring the artist over. I want to bring the pawn over. And he is going to give us 3 confidence, but also a black heart as well. So let's put the 3 confidence. 1, 2, 3. And we take that black heart that we just got rid of straight back again. Finally, we're going to paint our canvases. And to do that, we need 3, 4, 5, 6 confidence. Well, that's exactly what we've got. So 6 confidence, and we have to use 3 paints, 1, 2, 3, and 3 canvases, 1, 2, 3. Only leaves us 2 now, but these go on the awaiting dispatch to Theo, and we get 3 victory points. And we will get 10 victory points for the masterpiece at the end of the game. But for the moment, we're going to place our masterpiece token there just to confirm we've got one. And these three pawns come back to there. Oops, a bit of a mess. Come on, guys, sort yourselves out. Tabletop simulator, lovely. Right, so that's the end of the first turn. Not a disaster. So we move on to turn 2 and draw our next event card. Now this is a random one, so fingers crossed, everyone. Oh, that's going to be expensive. We activate a character, but we have to increase our sustenance by 1 franc a day because the wine the Carrels are giving us at the hotel is bad and making us ill. So we need to drink better wine, and so now our sustenance, daily sustenance, is going up to 4 francs a day, which is a bit of a blow to happen so early. It's going to be more expensive. I didn't collect the 50 francs from last turn, so I'll pop that there. So let's start allocating our... Oh, we've got to activate another character, so let's go with... Let's go with the one in the middle. It's Gauguin, right, fantastic. So Gauguin also gives us 3 confidence when we interact with him. And we can also send drawings to Gauguin. And if we send 3 drawings, we gain an increase in morale, which is really good. And the immediate effect of Gauguin being activated is on the right there, we get a confidence straight away, so that's very handy. So let's pop that out. So let's allocate our pawns. Right, sustenance is going to be interesting now, because instead of costing 21 francs a day, it's going to cost 28. But I'm going to have to do it because I need to try and get that health up. So let's change this 50 for 20, 30, 30. We'll have those 3 5s, 30, that's 45, and we'll have another 3 and another couple of 1s. So that's our 50. So we've got to pay 28, which is not good for sustenance. 23, 25. So we've allocated that money. So it's going down gradually. So that's the sustenance. Next, we're going to write to Theo. We're going to desperately need canvases. Let's see what paintings are available to paint this turn by bringing 3 new ones out. Okay. So the cost of them is 3 for the middle one, 4, 5 if we paint 3, or 6 if we paint 4. Also, the cost of paying of this one is we have to pay the woman 5 francs for modelling for us. So that's interesting. I think, let me work backwards. If I'm going to do 3 paintings, I'm going to need 5. I'm going to need 5 confidence. We've got 1 there, so we've got 2 actions to get 4 more confidence. The ways to get confidence are making a drawing, writing to Gauguin, because Gauguin's got that letter symbol. That means we write to him, we don't actually meet with him. And the same with Christian. We get 3 if we meet up with him. So I think we'll write to Gauguin to get 3. That will cost us 2 francs in writing a letter. So that will give us 3. So that will mean we'll have 4 in all, and we need 5. So we couldn't make a drawing, or we could interact again with Christian to make sure and that will give us a couple of extra ones. But then again, we only need 1. So, we can't. We've spotted the deliberate error now. We can't do more than 2 canvases because we've only got 2 paints and 2 canvases. So that's easily decided. So we've now got 2 actions. Right, let's get some hearts moving. Let's do 2 lots of drawings. So if I do 2 lots of drawings, that will give us another, yeah, that's what we'll do. Or I could write to Theo and get some more money. I think I'll do that. I'm going to write to Theo twice. So that's going to cost us 4 francs. 3, 4. And we're going to ask Theo in the first letter for funds. And in the second letter, we're going to have 5 paints and 5 canvases. Because that's now set us up for what comes after. That's probably the best. And we've got 1 action left. Okay, let's see our friend Christian again. It will give us a few more confidence. Even though it'll give us another black heart, it will give us another confidence. So that's what we're going to do. So let's roll this all out. Sustenance, we'll eat well the whole week, 4 meals. It's cost us 28 francs though, which is more than normal. And we do get our second sustenance token. We need 1 more and we've got a health, which is great. Okay, writing to Theo. That costs 4 in all. Writing twice, 3 and 4. And we're going to get that at the end of the turn. Okay. Now we're going to interact with Christian Pearson, meet him for a glass of absinthe around the corner or a beer. And he's going to give us 3 confidence. 1, 2, 3. But he's also going to give us a black heart. So we've now got 2 of those to do something. If we get 4, we actually lose a morale, so we've got to be careful, keep an eye on that. So now we're going to write to go again. Pull that one back there. And that's going to cost us 2 francs. That goes into the supply. He's going to give us 3 confidence. So we've now got 7 confidence, which is great. And finally, we're going to do our paintings. So 2 canvases. So we're going to miss out on 1, which is not good. But so we're going to paint the old woman of Arles, and we have to pay her 5 francs for the pleasure. So that 5 goes there. And she is now painted. And we can choose one other. So might as well choose one other, and we'll choose this one. So that's 2 canvases painted. So that's another 2 points, and these both go. So we've now got no paints, no canvases, but we're expecting a delivery from Theo. This one here we never got to paint, so that goes to the side, and that will count against us. We deduct the number of confidence points on the cards at the end, so that one's only 1. So not too bad so far. So there we go, that's the end of turn 2. We're just about keeping our head above the water, so let's move this to turn 3. And our next event card. Okay. So we have the usual activate the character. Absinthe bonus. If you drink absinthe this turn, relieve double the stress but lose a health. Lose a health. I don't want to lose a health because I lose an action. So tempting, but I'm not going to do it. So let's activate a character. Let's pick this one in the middle. It's our sister, Wilhelmine van Gogh. And if we write to her, we gain a heart and a confidence. receive the stuff from Theo. If you remember, we wrote to him twice, and we got 50 francs, and we got 5 canvases and 5 paints. So let's see what our studies are available for this term. And you'll see, oops, don't want the whole deck, just want the top one, please. We'll see that our total amount of confidence we need to paint these 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next one to come, the 4th one, is another 2. So at the moment, we have 7 confidence. So we could actually do that whole lot. So let's try and do that, because we're okay for money. Now, I know on the 4th and the 8th events, we're going to have to pay the rent, because it's 30 euros a month, as it says here. Hotel Caral, 30 francs a month. Well, we're in week 3, so we know when it comes to the end of, when it comes to the 4th week, we're going to have to pay the rent. So at the moment, we've got 46 francs. So we're going to need to replace that money. So let's work backwards. We definitely want to do our sustenance, and we definitely want to pay all the meals, because our health is now going to go up if we do 7 days worth of meals. So we must try and do that. Let's change this 50 francs again, and we'll get 20. We'll get another 20, and we'll get a 10 just for now to be quick. So we're going to put 28 francs. In fact, I'll get a 5 and 2 ones, 5 and 5 ones instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right, 28 francs for sustenance, 20. So 25, 6, 7, 8. 28 francs for our sustenance. We want to paint 4 canvases if we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got the confidence to do it. We've got the paints and the canvas to do it. Now, if we do that, we've got only 1 paint and canvas left for the next turn. So I've got a feeling we're going to have to do both. For both of these last actions, we're going to have to write to Theo twice for paints and canvases, money and paints and canvases again. So let's do exactly what we did the last turn. We're going to get 50 francs for 1 letter and 5 paints and 5 canvases. He's going to arrange for us to receive those. That's going to cost 4 francs. So let's just change this to a 3, and a 4 and a 5. 4. So a 3 and a 1 makes 4. And that will cover the cost of 2 letters. So we're not doing many different things this turn, I'm afraid. But that's because we're doing those canvases, 4 canvases. The only problem with doing 4 canvases, you do get a stress. But hopefully we'll get that down. So let's roll out the sustenance. We pay the 28 francs. 28. There's got to be a quicker way of doing this money thing. 25, 20. Okay. Now we get a third sustenance counter, but instead we now gain a health. So we're going to actually remove these counters. So we're basically starting again. And we're going to gain our health. So that health goes up to 4, which is fantastic. So if we can get it to go up again, that would be fantastic. If we get it to go to 6, we get an extra action. So that'd be really good. Okay, writing to Theo. Let's get those letters sent. And as you know, we can't collect the money or the paints and canvases until the end of the turn. So all that's left to do is paint out 4 canvases. So we take the 4. We take the 4. Is that going to let us put that there? And there's just there. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, dear, dear, dear. It's because they're all selected, isn't it? Right. Take 4. So we're going to paint 4 canvases. So I've lost my canvas there. So basically we're going to have 1 change for painting. So we use 4 paints, 4 canvases, and we've got 1 left of each. Whoops, 1 left of each. It costs us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 confidence. So I'll have 1 left. So all these go. 1 left. And let's flip them all over. And they all go. And this one comes over here. Flip that. Onto there. And finally, another 4 victory points. So that puts us on 9. That's lovely. But we're going to suffer a stress because of that 4th canvas. So we need to get our stress down, and I'm going to do that immediately by paying 2 francs for... Oh, if I drink absinthe this turn, I really double the stress but lose a health. Oh. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to drink absinthe. So that goes there. And this comes down 2, but I'm going to take that hit on the health and bring it down 1. Doesn't give me any other derogatory effect, but it does bring my stress down. In fact, it brings it down once for this and twice for the absinthe. So I'm doing it once. I'm doing it. Hold on, let me think about this. Yes, no. That's it. It just brings it down twice because I'm drinking absinthe. It's cost me 2. That's fine. Okay. That's the end of that turn. I get the 50 francs. And I get the paint. And I get the canvas. And we're ready for the next turn. Bring out the canvases. The first one will cost 1 confidence. Second, 1 confidence, and the third 1 confidence. Oops. There we go. Aha! The next one is a masterpiece. So that'll be great. That'll be the second masterpiece. There are 2 in this scenario, and that's the second one. So, unfortunately, we can't do this one above these 3. We have to do these 3 first, and then we can do. So the question is, can we do 4 canvases? Well, we've got 1 confidence at the moment. To do all 4, we'd need 6, so we'd have to get another 5. We've got enough canvases. So anyway, let's start at the top. We have to take our event card, and as it is turn 4, the event 4 is one of the set ones, and we have to activate a character as usual. We also get 2 confidence because the work's going well, which is fantastic. We have to now pay our rent. It's going to cost us 2 black hearts because it's a bit stressful. If we can't pay the rent, we have to gain a stress, but luckily we have got the funds. So the first thing I'll do is take 2 black hearts and let's pay the rent 30 francs. So there's 20 and there's 10. So that's great, apart from the minus hearts. So let's allocate our actions. We've still got all 7 actions, which is fantastic. So sustenance, as usual, it's going to cost 28 francs. So let's change our way of doing this, I think. So let's get 28 allocated. Oh, I've put that in the wrong place. Sorry, that goes there. And let's allocate 28 francs, 25, 28. Okay, now we will need to write to Theo to get canvases and paints. So let's see what happens if, for now, we'll just see what happens if we put 2 letters to write to Theo. Now, if we want to paint all the canvases, that's going to take all our remaining actions. And of course, we need to get more confidence. At the moment, oh, I didn't take the 2 confidence, did I, that I got from the event card. So that's 3. We need another 3 confidence. So I'm not going to be able to do that 4th painting. So we'll just stick with 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we didn't activate the character, did we? So let's have this one here. And we've got Dodge McKnight. He's another artist. We're going to have to take another black heart as we reveal him, but he does give us 3 confidence. Same as Christian Peterson, really. So another black heart. We're getting these black hearts. At the moment, we've got 5. Gosh, we need to cancel those out at some point. So we've got 1 more action left, and we need to get. We've got 3. We've got enough confidence to do all 3 canvases. So why don't we gain some hearts? Let's try and get rid of these black hearts. They don't count against us at the end. But, oh, so I've just noticed this: gain 4 black hearts, and you lose a morale. So I'm afraid. Oh, here we go. Down 1. We gain a stress. The stress goes up. Ooh, that's not good. But I do lose 4 black hearts. Yes, the trouble once they mount up. So we're down to 1. Ugh. So I need to get... Okay, let's try and set ourselves up for more confidence next turn. So let's write to Paul Gauguin. He's going to give us 3 confidence. So that's going to cost 2. So I'll pop 2 on there. We're going to write to Theo twice. That's going to cost 4 in all. So let me change this. So that's 5 and 3 and 2. So it's going to cost 4. So we pop that there and that there. And I think that's about it. Let's just roll it out. So sustenance. €28. €28, and we get our valuable sustenance token. Another 2 of those, and our health will go up. That'll be good. Let's write to go again next. That's going to cost us 2 francs. Oh, I put this on the wrong place. It should have been there. So 2 francs writing to go again. And he is going to give us 3 confidence. 1, 2, 3. That'll set us up well for the next turn. And finally, let's do our writing to Theo. That's going to cost us 4 francs. 1 and a 3. And for that, we're going to go with 50 francs. And we're going to have our usual 5 paints and 5 canvases. So we're setting up ourselves up well now for the next turn. And we can't have those till the next turn. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to put that there. That's supposed to go there, and that's supposed to go there. Been a hard day. Right, so let's paint these canvases. These 3 here. So come on, guys, sort yourselves out. It's not rocket science. 3 canvases. It's going to... so I'm going to have to change this and get to these 2 and get 2 change. So there's 1, 2, and 1, 2. It's going to cost us 3. 1, 2, 3 confidence. And that's that. So let's flip these over and put them on the deck. 1, 2, 3. And that's another 3 victory points. So we're now on 12. And that is the end of turn 4. Let's bring our 50 francs from Theo and our canvases and our paints. Now we shouldn't have to get paints and canvases for the next turn or so. So let's move on to turn 5 and bring the next canvases out. There's our masterpiece. So to do all of these canvases is going to cost us 5, and we've already got 3, so we only need to get another 2. We need to try and get our morale up if we can, and stress down. We can't afford to lose an action. So let's draw the next event card. And let's have a look at it. We activate a character. We may drink absinthe for free this turn. Well, we don't want to drink it because it's going to damage our health and give us an episode. So thanks, but no thanks. Number 3, a Monticelli in town. A local antique dealer knows of a Monticelli for sale in Arles. Ah, Vincent and Theo have been looking for one of those. Theo can buy this for his gallery. Gain 2 hearts. Well, we have 1 black heart, so we'll be able to get rid of that for the cost of 1 heart, for the cost of 1 passion, and we draw 1 more passion. I put that in the wrong. I put these in the wrong. There we go. Let's just get rid of those. Sorry. And then we just get 1 passion. So that's a nice event card for us. So let's allocate. We've got to reveal a character. We'll reveal this one here. Ah, it's the Corels. They're not very nice people. We've now got to take 2 black hearts, so we lose that one, and we gain another one. So swings and roundabouts there. So let's allocate our sustenance. 4 francs. Let's change up this 50. So 28 allocated for our meals for the week. There we go. Now, will we have to write to Theo? We might be able to get away with not writing to him at all this turn. We'll try it. Let's try it. So it'll give us a chance to do other things. So we definitely want to do all these canvases. So it's going to cost us 5. We've got 3. So we need to... I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to write to Gauguin again. We're trying to persuade him to come and join us down here. We're going to do 2 drawings because we've already got 1 drawing. If we can get another 2, then that's going to give us some a little bit of power to do other stuff. So finally, we're going to roll out our canvases there. So there we go. Those are the actions I think we're going to do. So first thing we do is pay for the sustenance, 3, 8 and 20. And that, as you know, gives us the all-important sustenance token there. So our health is doing well. We are now going to write to Gauguin. I didn't allocate the 2 quid, but I'll just pay it straight off here like that. So that's writing to Gauguin, and he's going to give us 3 confidence. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do 2 drawings. So let's pull these drawings out. 1 and 2. And these 2 pawns come down to here. We get 2 passion and 2 confidence for that. So we can delete this for 1. So we get 1 more. And we put our 2 passion. So that means we've now got 8 passion. Fantastic. And we've got 3 drawings, which means if we post them to Gauguin next turn, we gain a morale, increase in morale. Or if we post them to Theo, we can choose between 2 passion or 2 confidence. But right. So let's roll this out further. All we've got to do now is paint our canvases. So we grab hold of these 3 pawns and hopefully that will snap. Yep. And it's going to cost us 3 canvases and 3 paints. There's 3 paints. 1. Oh, I've just deleted my pawns. 1, 2, 3. So we're left with 5 of each, which is good. I better copy my pawns back. 1. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we need 1 more, don't we? 8. So that's 7, yep. And then finally we paint these canvases. So this one here is a masterpiece. So we get our masterpiece token, but we also get 2 heart passion as well. So let's get out the second masterpiece token and 2 passion. Excellent. And let's flip this. Oh, better pay my confidence first. So I've got to pay 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still got 3 left. So let's flip these and put them all on the completed pile, waiting to go to Theo. It's going to be a big post delivery for Theo next scenario, because of course we can't do it this scenario because the paint won't dry in time. So that's another 3. 1, 2, 3. Just turning the corner. 15 victory points so far. That's good. We're going well actually. And I've got 3 passion. Not enough to do anything with that just yet. And we have 3 confidence. Let's go to the next turn. Turn 6 of 8. And let's bring out the next canvases to paint. It's a 1, a 1 and a 2. So it's going to cost us 4 to paint those 3. Or 5 to paint the 4. It would be nice if we could do 4. We've got the paints, but that will leave us none for the next turn, so we'd have to get paints. We haven't got to pay rent till turn 8. We've now got to pay 20, so it's going to be tight. I think we're going to have to do 2 letters to Theo, but don't forget one of them can now send drawings to give us 2 confidence, but I might raise the morale because that's going to lower my stress. It's a tricky one. So, for now, let's write to Theo. We're doing well, so I think we'll write to him twice. Once for money. Sorry, that's 2 lots of money. Once for 50 francs and the other one for paints and canvases again. This will set us up then for the last couple of turns. Probably won't need to ask for any more. So that's twice we're writing to Theo. We need to do our sustenance, obviously. 28 francs. And this will give us our health increase, which will be great. We're going to do 3 canvases, aren't we? I haven't put the money for writing to Theo out. I must do that next. So Theo, it's going to be 2 and 4, so that's €6. So we're going right down to the wire this month. But we are going to post these drawings. Are we though? Are we? No. We're going to post them to Gauguin because he gives us... I know, yep. So let's bring that back. So I'm going to write to Theo twice, but I'm going to just write normal letters. I'm not going to send him the drawings. So this will be 4 francs. 4 francs to write twice to Theo for money and paints. But we are going to, last action is we're going to write to Gauguin and we're going to send him these drawings. It's going to cost us 4 francs to write to Gauguin. Okay. Did I draw an event card? I didn't, did I? Let's do it now. Oh gosh, what is that? That doesn't look good. Materials. Activate a character, lose a paint and canvas and return them to the supplier. That's not good. Are the Carrels overcharging you for your food and wine? Probably. I've got to gain a stress. That's not good. So the stress goes up. I'll reveal a character. This one. It's Bernard, Emile Bernard. He's the one. He gives me a confidence straight away, and I can write to him for 2 confidence, and I can send him. Drawings, just like I can Gauguin. So I get a confidence. Thank you. And finally, I have to lose a canvas and a paint. So I need to change this for 4 of each. Not a very good card at all, but there we go. So let's roll this out. Sustenance. Pay the 28 francs, extortionate, for Carrel's restaurant and hotel. 5 and 20. Don't forget I'm paying the extra franc a day because of the wine is so bad. But we now gain our health, so these come off and get to reset. And up goes our health by 1. That's fantastic. So we're doing well on the health stakes. Okay, reconnect. I'm writing to Theo twice. What is going on with this? Writing to Theo twice. Let's pay the 4 francs. I will collect that at the end of the turn. I will write to Gauguin, and he's going to give me 3 confidence. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to post him these 3 drawings. So they're posted to Gauguin, and my morale will now go up. When the morale goes up, and as you can see, as it went up by 1, it reduces my stress. So that's fantastic. So I've brought the stress down to 3 again. So we managed to get that straight back again. Finally, we're going to paint 3 canvases. So I pick up those 3 action and hopefully drop them on there. Yep. And it's going to cost us 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to cost us 4 confidence. There we go. 4 confidence. And these are all painted. So I'll just flip them. 1, 2, 3. And they can all go on the completed canvases waiting to be sent to Theo, and that's another 3. So we're now on 1, 2, 18 we're on, which is very good. As a hint, Vincent actually scored 50 points for this scenario in reality, so we are going to get 10 points for each of these masterpieces. So we're really effectively on doing pretty well actually. So that's the end of that turn. We get our 50 francs from Theo. We get, oh, I didn't use the canvases. I've got to get rid of 3 of each of these. There we go. But we do get 5 more of each from Theo together with our 50 francs. That's the end of that turn. So we go to the penultimate turn, turn 7. Let's bring out the new studies. Again, they're only 1 confidence each. So we've already got enough confidence to paint those. Let's draw our next event. Let's have a look at that. Oh, I can see a increased stress. Activate a character. The locals are difficult. They are hard to get on with. They don't like strangers. Gain a stress and lose morale. Not good. So my stress goes up and my morale comes down, and my stress is going to go up again. When my stress goes up, I lose a health. Luckily for me, the health comes down, but because I'd put 1 on earlier, I haven't lost an action. So we need to get that stress down. So let's activate the character. We'll go with this one here, and it is our favourite, Rachel, at the local establishment. So we will definitely be visiting Rachel because he relieves stress. We must do that. So, excellent. Let's roll out our actions. So, sustenance. Now, are we going to be able to increase our? Are we going to be able to increase our health by the end of the game? We're not. So, is it worth paying for 7 days of meals? I can afford to miss 1 day a meal. If I miss 2, I lose a health. So I can afford to lose 1. So I can, instead of paying 28, I can pay 24. So we are going to go with sustenance. Let's pay the whole lot and be done with it. 20, 25, 28. Okay. Theo, we're definitely going to have to get money from Theo, but I'm not going to worry about canvases, I don't think. So we're going to write to Theo. It's going to cost us 2 francs. We're definitely painting those 3 canvases. because we've already got the confidence for them. Okay, I'm going to get my morale back up. I need to get some hearts, because then once I've got 5, another 2, I can put my morale back up. So that'll be good. I would definitely go and see Rachel. She'll get my stress down. She's going to cost 3 francs. So I put that there. And what are we going to do? If I write to my sister, I get a confidence and a heart. So I've got 3. I need 1 more heart. So I've got 3 confidence. So if I do a drawing, I get a heart and a confidence. So I'm going to get 3 hearts from Rachel. So that's good. So what to do? I tell you what, I'm going to go for the confidence. I'm going to write again to Gauguin. He's pretty good. But it's going to cost me 2 francs. Put that on top of there. So that's it. That's my allocation of my pawns. So let's do the sustenance first. Let's take that off. Pay the funds. And we get our usual on our way to a good health. We're going to write to Theo just the once this time, and he's going to give us 50 francs by the end of the week. We are going to visit Rachel. Rachel costs 3 francs. I'll take all the money together in a minute. She gives us 3 hearts, 3 passion. She also, most importantly, relieves the stress, so that comes down. And we are going to, before we move on, we're going to spend 5 of these hearts to increase our morale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as a result of that, our morale goes up. As you can see, we get a relief of stress. So stress comes down 1 further 1. That's good, because if the stress does go up again, it doesn't lose us a health. So that's really good. We seem to be managing it a bit better than the last playthrough. We are now going to write to Gauguin. That costs 2 francs. So 2 and 3, that should be 5. I meant to put, there should be 5 on there in total. 3 for Rachel and 2 for Gauguin. But there's only 2, so I meant to put 3 on there. So let me just change this. Should be 3, that's 10 and a 5. And the 3 and 2 ones. I'm going, that 3 should be on there. And then 2 ones. And now I can take the whole lot over there. And back again. So I've paid for that, and I'm going to write to Gauguin. He's going to give me 3 confidence, which will be very handy for the next turn. And that's fantastic. So all that comes back here. Finally, we're going to paint the canvases. Pop those on there. Come on, you can do it. Lovely. It's going to cost us only 3 confidence, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3. And 3 paints and 3 canvases. So I need to change 2 of each. 1, 2, 1, 2. And these are all painted, so flip them over and pop them on the painted on there. And that's another 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. We're on 21. And we're going into the last turn, so that's going to be very interesting now. So 8. The last 3 canvases have come out. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Oh, I bought them all. I only meant to bring the top one. It's going to cost us 4 to paint these, and we've got 3, so we only need to get 1 more. Our final event card. This will be the fixed one for turn 8. And let's see what it says. We activate our final character. We pay our rent. We either lose 2 hearts or gain 2 black hearts. If we don't have the rent, we suffer a stress, but we do have the rent because we're going to collect it now. Theo has posted it to us. So let's do things in order. Let's reveal the last character. And it is the Arlesian woman portrait sitting. Well, we'll have to forego that one. We do get 2 confidence though, which is good because that will help us going into the next scenario. So let's allocate our last. We need 4. We could try and do that last picture, couldn't we? Oh no, you only got 3. We can only do 3 anyway. We've only got 3 paints and canvases. So first thing we've got to do is pay our rent. 50 and 20 back. So that's it. Sustenance. We'll pay out 28, usual 28 sustenance. Sustenance is going on there. 28. And there's our pawn to mark that. Now, if we're playing on the campaign, which we will do, we'll go on to the next scenario. We want to set ourselves up for that. So we want to have canvases and paints and money ready. So let's work backwards. We definitely need to paint these last 3 canvases. And we have got the confidence, so any more confidence will be a bonus. So setting ourselves up for the next scenario, it would be good to write to Theo twice, get money and canvases, because we're going to have none left. So that's going to cost us 4. Going to do it twice, so it's got to be 4 in all. Sorry, going mad here. 4. Writing twice. There we go. Got 1 more. We've got 1 more action. Now, wouldn't it be good if you could get our morale up? That would be fantastic. How can we do that? Well, the only way of doing that is to send drawings, but we haven't got any drawings. Posting canvases to Theo increases our morale, but of course we can't do that this turn. So I don't think we're going to be able to do that. But so the most useful thing to do is to get. When I visited Rachel, I didn't put that counter on there. I should have done. Every time you go on a hygienic excursion, you have to take one of these counters, which basically, when you get the 3rd one, it takes a health off of you. So I think we'll do that. I think we'll go and see Rachel too. Okay, so let's roll this out. Sustenance. And I get my counter on there. See, I can now start with that like that on the next scenario, because it basically means that I'm well fed and my health is increasing. So we'll be able to roll that over into the next turn. So on the first turn, if I do it again, I only have to do it once to get my health up. Writing to Theo, let's bring that back. 3 and 4, 3 and 1, and that's going to give me 50 francs and a paint, 5 paints and 5 canvases. So that's setting us up for the beginning of the next scenario, and we're going to see Rachel. That's cost us 3. That's cost us 3 francs, but we get 3 passion and we reduce the stress. I do get another counter on there, I'm afraid. Haven't quite decided whether those carry over or not. I might go along the lines of the in between the scenarios, because your health has built up and because your body is getting used to stuff. We might be able to remove those and start afresh next turn. I think the next scenario. I think that's what we might do. But for now, 3 passion from Rachel. So the question is now, I've got 4. Oh, I need one more. But I will start with that passion in the next scenario. Let's roll out these final canvases. It's going to cost us 3 paints, 3 canvases, and it's going to cost us 4 confidence. So that's all the confidence bar 1. And these are done. And they go on the pile. And that's another 3. So we're on 24. And that's it. Let's put that money in the bank. Also give it to Rachel. And that's it. So now we draw the last event card, which is actually how we score. So potential studies were 30, and we've done 24 of them, so that's not bad. But we also did 2 masterpieces. So we're going to deduct 1 victory point for each confidence on the uncompleted canvases. Well, that was just 1. So we're down to 23, but we're going to add 10 victory points for each masterpiece achieved. So that's 23 plus another 20, so that's 43. So that's our final score, which is pretty good. Vincent scored 50. Now, being in development, haven't quite worked out what victory conditions are. The obvious thing to do is say between 45 and 50 you are being Vincent. 40 to 45 means you're almost Vincent, and then so on. 35 to 40, you're a protege or a Padawan or whatever. I haven't quite decided, but we've been concentrating on the gameplay. So it's the gameplay that we're hoping to refine. The winning conditions obviously important, but for now, that's the second playthrough of the first scenario. What we're going to do is we're going to make a note of all the status of all the things we've earned and the well-being track, and we're going to start the next scenario with these settings and carry on the campaign. So there we go.